So there was this book called Transurfing Reality, I think it was, and it talks about pendulums. And pendulums are, let's say, containers or mechanisms that swing from positive to negative of a particular subject or idea concept. And one thing I'm noticing today is that there is so much choosing between this side and that side, right and wrong. And what people are missing is that whether you choose one side or the other, you're still on the same frequency of that pendulum. And as long as you identify with one side or the other, or you fight against one side or the other, or you stand for one side or the other, you're going to be caught up in it, and you're going to be locked in and identified with that frequency. What was that comedian? His name slips my mind now, but he says fighting for peace is like fucking for virginity. It's not how you solve these issues, right? And so I remember a friend of mine a long time ago, he was working with the military, and he said to me, this was years ago, he said, we've got this problem in Afghanistan where local farmers are growing poppies and they're selling them to, they're getting involved in the drug trade, and we're not sure what to do about it. And there's all these ideas of, do you go in there and burn their crops? Do you go in there and police them more? Do you go and do this and that, da 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 da? And I said, well, why are they doing this? I mean, why? They obviously are trying to get money because their needs aren't being met. I said, well, what if you went in there instead of fighting them? What if you helped them meet their needs? What if you helped them grow their own crops and their own food, and you made it a safe place for them, sort of thing? I didn't really know the full situation, but I was just throwing ideas out there. It's like, whenever you're fighting for one side or another, what is the circumstances? What led to that situation where now we're fighting over whether it's right or wrong? It's like, is there a better solution prior to that, way back before in its conception, where the cause was, that we can work on, where that outcome where you're fighting over one side or the other doesn't even exist anymore, right? It's not even a potential in the timeline field that you're in.